It was a fine spring day. I was doing my usual rounds inside my local Costco's frozen food aisle, scourging the store like a candy cane enthusiast at a Where's Waldo convention. Then I spotted my prize. A savage vulture I was as I unfurled my mighty wings and swooped down to claim what I had been seeking. A sample. Thank you, I said, as the elderly lady serving me gave me a warm smile. However, this pleasant mood would be interrupted by something sinister. Something I never expected. I waltzed on by the frozen Mexican food aisle and came to a halt. If there is something, if anything you need to know about me, is that I like really greasy and cheap Mexican food. 1, because I'm cheap. 2, because I like cheese. And 3, only Taco Bell has the Baja Blast. So here I was, standing in front of a warehouse-sized box of burritos. It had 2 distinct flavors inside, the duality of man, I suppose. Beef and bean and cheese. Already I was smitten by the intense flavor that was held in this cardboard box. It called out to me. Within moments I opened the freezer door as a cold chill rushed past my body, a sign of mythical properties. I blacked out and awoke in my kitchen. A bean and cheese burrito was conveniently placed on the counter. I followed the ritual the vessel of goodness instructed me to do. In an ancient scripture it read, "Open one end of the film to vent and microwave for a minute and a half." I was astonished by how far back the ancients who prepared these morsels of goodness had the foresight to predict the commercialization of concentrated electromagnetic waves in a confined space. I carefully inserted the burrito in my microwave and started the timer. The microwave rang its mighty roar as I carefully opened the door and grabbed the edge of the plastic. It was like watching a miracle of life. The cheese oozed out the sides like the gushing volcanoes that would create the Hawaiian Islands. A mesmerizing display of nature at work. I wiggled my hands like a pianist playing an invisible piano and grabbed the burrito. Immediately, I was accosted by the intense heat that had been forged in my microwave. Slowly, I inched the burrito towards my mouth and took the first bite. The bean and cheese rushed into my mouth like a crushed toothpaste tube. Instead of cheese, I was tasting regret. I could instantly tell something wasn't right. It was like if someone had squirted hot paste directly into my mouth. My illusions of delicious, heart-clogging imitation food were shattered. I gave the burrito a sad look and scarfed it down anyway. What? I said I'm cheap. Disguising its vile wickedness with sriracha sauce and downing my sorrows with chocolate milk. The deed was done. My darkest realization had come to fruition. I still had over 20 of these things to get rid of, and yet I still hadn't tried the beef and bean. I sat in silent disappointment. The next day, I peered into my freezer to see the infestation of these abominable things. I picked one up. It was beef and bean. I basked the burrito in the flames of the microwave, and before I knew it, the thing was entering my mouth. I had primed myself after experiencing the previous day's travesty, but could not prepare me for the horrors that were in this burrito. Like a dump truck at a boulder excavation site, I felt crumbly chunks of beef slide down my tongue mixed with the pasty beans from earlier, as the worst tag team known to man entered my mouth and performed a body slam on my taste buds. I swallowed the bite with all my will and set the burrito down. I had had enough. Immediately I took a look at the box. El Monterey. A deep feeling sunk into my chest as I realized these weren't made by the ancients. Studying the burritos, the only things I could notice were the divide of the colors on the packaging. Orange for the bean and cheese, and purple for the beef and bean. These colors were not complementary. They were severed parts of a great whole. Husks without a soul. Then, I had an epiphany. How come there wasn't a combined beef, cheese, and bean burrito? Memories came rushing back of every burrito I had before. Beef, cheese, bean. Cheese, beef, bean. Bean, cheese, beef. Beef, bean, cheese. Cheese, bean, beef. No, I said. No, I said again. No, I said one last time for dramatic effect. They did it on purpose. The pieces started hanging together. The molten paste wasn't being complemented by the structural integrity of the beef. The crumbling of the beef didn't have the interludes of nice gooey cheese. The elegant balancing act of all the ingredients was lost. I had uncovered something huge. But why would they do this? What kind of disturbed company would make 2/3 of a burrito and sell it? It was simple, so simple in fact, a 12th grader could figure it out. Money. Why have one burrito when you can offer someone 2 burritos that have the ingredients split? It was like choosing between a slice of cheese pizza or a slice of pepperoni pizza, but with only the sauce. El Monterey used this as a ploy to attract innocent Mexican comfort food buyers like me. What's next? A burrito with only beans, only beef, only cheese? An empty tortilla called the diet burrito? The hot dog bun people were right. The Chuck E. Cheese pizza people were right. People called them fools. But now I see. I will not be silenced. I will not stop until I finally get burrito with the Holy Trinity. Beef, bean, and cheese. One day, I want to live in a world where I can casually waltz into Costco and choose my all-in-one burrito with the greatest blend of ingredients known to man. A world blossoming with hope and prosperity as the streets are lined with free breath mints and lucky pennies. And if this wish is not fulfilled, El Monterey, I'm just gonna get a Baja Blast at Taco Bell.